Be kind to trans people. That's all I said. Why does that make you so mad?
Is that all
That's
he
not
said?
all you said, though. That's so
That's
disingenuous.
the problem. Hey guys, welcome to Normal Gays, where we take on LGBT insanity. I'm Brad Polumbo here with Clarkson Lawson.
What's up, guys? Now, as you know, before we get started, we have to plug our members-only video because we watched a lot of footage of our friend Blossom documentary about her, and we reacted to it. So make sure you join as a member.
And then we're going to be doing a gaydar test.
Yeah, that's what's coming this week.
Yes, and also we're almost at 1,000 members. So if a few more of you join, we will have to do our 420
We will
live.
have to fly out of state.
We're not giving DeSantis an opportunity to lock us up.
He'll lock us up just like he tried to do with Lily Tino.
Oh, but that rip. I wish that worked.
She has to be mentioned in everything. But we're going to fly to another state just to have some gummies.
And we will do that. But a few more of you need to sign up as members. So do that now. Now, we got to talk about this teacher his name is Christian Shearod. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. He's the husband of Eden the doll, the trans TikTok creator.
I like Eden. I
have seen a few good takes from Eden, got nothing against her. She's passes very well, very, very beautiful, but I'm not a fan of this. So this guy is a teacher and decided to teach his math class in California about transgender day of visibility. And it is going over about as well as you could expect. Let's listen.
Does everybody agree with the gender they were assigned? No. Some of us maybe. Some of us might go, yeah, that's definitely me. But some of us might be looking at that paper and going, I'm not a boy, I'm not a girl. And that's exactly how trans people feel. This week is Trans Visibility Week. What does it mean to be visible? Yes, to be seen. Whether or not you agree with transness, trans people do exist. You might not see them every day. You might not even realize it's a trans person at all. That's because they're regular people living regular lives. Do you have to be trans? No, no one is forcing you to be trans. I'm not forcing you to be trans. Do you have to love trans people? No. It'd be cool if you did, but no, you don't have to. Should you be kind and respectful to trans people just like everybody else? Yes, you should.
Mister, I didn't get a paper. Does that make me non-binary?
Yes.
Oh God, I really like them, but this is hurting to have to comment on this and see this.
There's so many problems with this, even if he's well-intentioned.
If it was a lesson on trans people, I would agree with 3/4 of it, I would say.
Yeah, maybe like half. At least the last part, be kind and respectful to trans people, of course, but that just goes for everyone. And it's, dude, you teach math? Teach math.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like if it's a holiday and the state celebrates it, and as a teacher you have to talk about it, I get it. My issue comes with him saying sex assigned at birth,
and telling some people don't agree with
that. That's just factually, it's factually incorrect.
It's inaccurate, and also you are very much teaching a belief system. That is a belief system
because it's not gender is not assigned; it's observable, and that's scientifically proven. So if you're going to be teaching that, then you should be teaching that in specific spaces that are designated to be teaching that belief system. Not math class, none of that.
And then
so that bugs me because I like them.
I have nothing against them. I've liked some of their content, but other people's kids are not props for your content. Yeah. And so I have questions. I'm not going to leap to assumptions. I have questions about who are the kids in the background of this video whose voices are going out on his TikTok. Did every parent sign a form saying that's okay?
That's true. It seems kind of staged.
Unless maybe there's a situation, and we don't have all the details, where that's okay, but I don't think that's appropriate. If you want to be a math teacher and then also have a TikTok account where you speak out, I mean, that might become an issue at some point. But if he was just saying this while also a math teacher, that would be a different story.
Yeah.
Then teaching this in your class as if it's like all fact when there's actually a lot of ideology wrapped up here.
Yeah.
And also, I just don't think it's appropriate. Like, if I just commandeered my math class to talk about being nice to gay people and respecting gay people, that would be odd.
Like, it'd be very odd.
I wouldn't do that. Now, if a student was bullying another student for being gay, or if it was bring your family to work day or something, there could be some situation where it's appropriate. But transgender week of visibility. First off, they have like 6 of these months
That's
and weeks. Like,
okay, so
they literally have so
we
many.
add them all of Pride. We're celebrating trans people now with gay people. They have Transgender Day of Visibility, transgender. Like, there's so many.
They tried to do Trans Day of Vengeance a couple of years ago.
I don't know who's asking for this.
The best thing you could do would be to stop talking about it, and definitely don't push it on kids. This will radicalize parents.
It will radicalize parents very quickly.
And I get it. Now, of course, this Christian guy has been blasted all over right-wing internet.
Yeah,
Libs of TikTok posts, California teacher films himself giving lesson for Trans Visibility Week and explaining that kids can be assigned the wrong gender and be trans. I mean, so far that's correct description. Now, Libs of TikTok says, defund this district immediately. They're violating Trump's executive orders at Department of Education. Okay, defund the whole district.
Defund the district.
They just closed down the schools.
Yeah, right. Let's hurt all of those kids.
No, obviously that's a big leap. But
Libs of TikTok isn't really known for their intellectualism.
No, this is a account, but obviously this is resonating though, and I do understand why it resonates with people, that they're bothered by this. And then I do wonder, Trump has passed signed executive orders saying you can't teach gender ideology in schools or you will lose your Department of Education funding. And so maybe it's being litigated, I don't know, but it is not unrealistic that the Trump administration could attempt to pursue the district for violating the policies for this kind of thing, assuming he had the blessing of the district and that he wasn't just going rogue, which I guess we don't know.
His one thing about sex being assigned at birth, it would hold up in court as teaching gender ideology. And
I think it would as well.
Yeah. I think that's now, if it was just teaching what Transgender Day of Visibility was about, I think that's more of a murky gray area. But the fact that he quite literally said sex is,
and he says you get to decide whether you agree with your gender or not.
Yeah, and that's not. It's just scientifically.
Most people don't think that's true.
Some people are dysphoric about their biological gender, but that doesn't mean that it's just like a choice.
Right, and so he did get a lot of backlash for this. Now he has responded. And I don't think this response was really very convincing. Let's listen.
Be kind to trans people. That's all I said. Why does that make you so mad?
Is that all he said?
That's not all you said, though. That's so disingenuous.
That's the problem. That's not all you said.
It's like you're sneaking things in, and then you want to play the I'm just being.
I'm just saying, don't bully people.
Yeah, fine, we shouldn't bully people.
But don't tell kids they get to decide whether they agree with their gender or not. Then say, all I said is don't bully people.
That's like a Christian saying, giving a whole lesson on Christianity, including some parts where Jesus says to be kind to one another, and then saying, all I said was be kind to people.
Right.
You taught a belief system that included something that was good.
And something unobjectionable,
Right, and now you're cherry picking.
Let's see what else he says.
So mad. Would you be mad if I said be kind to black people? Be kind to Mexicans, to women, to Republicans, to anyone. Yeah? Then you're exactly why I do these lessons. I don't want my students being like you. I want my students to be kind and respectful to everyone, regardless of race, religion, sexuality, political affiliation, or gender orientation. I want my students to be nice, because if you're not nice, what kind of person are you?
I don't like this.
God, I thought I was going to end up being woke in this, because I like Eden. We're not mutuals, but we've gone back and forth in comment sections before, and we've always agreed on everything. But this is giving me disingenuous virtue signaling, and I don't know. Maybe he's a good guy, and he's just, but I don't like that.
I mean, yeah, he might be. Also,
he doesn't seem like a bad person, but he is preaching his ideas.
And then he's pretending that he isn't, and that's just not honest. No, at least stand 10 toes down and be like, yeah, I am teaching kids gender ideology. And that's what I'm gonna do. Fire me if you don't like it, but don't be like, I'm just teaching them to be kind after I told them they get to decide whether they agree with their gender.
It's not kind to preach that.
No.
It's not kind to preach
confuse children.
To confuse them, especially if somebody has dysphoria. Typically, they know from a young age, and that's a debilitating. It is no trans person is going to tell you it's not debilitating to have dysphoria.
No, actual trans people.
Actual trans people will tell you that.
But
so,
what you might do is confuse some 12-year-old into thinking they're trans or they're non-binary
correct.
because
When
they have body issues because they're a teenager.
Correct. Yeah. And like make a safe space for everybody so that one kid who might have dysphoria doesn't get bullied. But there's a line that you got to draw on this, Aunt.
And don't like gaslight because this feels gaslighty when it's like all I said was be kind.
It's feeling like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, it is. Gaslighty is the word.
Now we do have another video from him that he's posted in the past. This one's a year or two old, also in his classroom, I think. Let's watch.
All right, everybody. Today is Gender Reassignment Day. I'm going to come around and give you each a new gender and pronouns. Jimmy, you're now Jamay, she, her. Carlos, you're now Carla, she, they. Rebecca, those shoes are giving pure cuteness, but they're also giving non-binary. Oh and Jack. Jack, you are now Jackie, she, her. This whole table, non-binary. What? Sam, you are now Sam, but non-binary Sam.
Thank you.
And Chad, Chad, you are still a Chad. Keep being a Chad.
Okay.
Keep him. All right, everybody, are you happy with your gender? No. Well, that's too bad. All right, so for homework, if you're a guy, you now need to listen to Nickelback and Joe Rogan. If you're a woman, things are already tough enough for you. Just keep being a woman. And if you're non-binary, I need colored hair by Monday. Thank you.
Okay, the colored hair thing's a little fun. But I would like to preface this again with, we don't know the full context here. Maybe this is some sort of club. But if you're doing this in your math class, what the fuck are you doing? Teach math. Yeah. And then 2, why are you filming TikToks on the job at school of these kids in them? Like, what?
I just don't understand why, like, it's not educational. You can teach, like, that people have dysphoria without... Also, non-binary is not even... It's not real.
You're teaching fake shit to
non-binary is not
teenagers.
Real. And there's going to be a young, malleable little girl who probably would have been emo who gets that non-binary card and is like, oh, this makes me feel really unique. I'm going to be a they, them. And then it goes to the doctor, gets put on estrogen or put on testosterone because they're non-binary. And then by the time they're 18, they're like, wow, that phase, like medically.
And they may have irreversible medical changes.
Like, yeah. I mean, being on hormones is not just like, oh, your body's like, ha. Like, yeah, I do it to get muscles. But like, I understand that it's not just like you take it and you're fine.
No,
especially when it's not the hormone that your body is meant to be dominant in.
And it's just not appropriate for a teacher to be doing this. And it's like, design me in a lab content more perfectly designed to generate more backlash against the trans community. Now, I will say some of this backlash has been very nasty and very personal. People keep bringing up that, like, he's married to a trans person and all this stuff that I don't care if he was or wasn't. Wouldn't matter. Like, they keep bringing up his son that he also was very young, that he puts in a lot of his videos. I don't really agree with using your 5-year-old for political content.
But again, he's a parent. He's allowed to.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's his son. He can make that decision. I'm very uncomfortable. Unless you're going to tell me he has signed consent forms from every kid in that video.
I feel like that's not a class. I think this is staged.
Really? But he is a teacher.
Yeah, but I think that he is staging these. So then if the backlash does get too big, you can say this isn't even a real class.
So he's just bringing adults into his classroom to stand there and go, ooh, and I think it's just that he thinks he can get away with it because it's California.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking.
I don't know. I guess allegedly to everything we're saying, because you should also probably provide that information more clearly.
Yeah.
In the videos. But either way, you shouldn't be teaching or pushing this or acting like it's just kindness. It's not kindness.
You can teach kindness without teaching falsehoods.
Yeah, or pushing political propaganda.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
But you guys let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, like, and all that. Become a member, join the channel to support our work and unlock our Blossom documentary and our Gaydar video coming soon. And with that, guys, we'll be back with more Normal Gays real soon.